90.3 FM, where we discuss very cogent, important issues, where we get to educate you alongside and bring you up to speed as to what is happening in the polity and of course all spheres. Okay, so my name is Jude Ikami Jude, and today is Wednesday. You know what's happening, right? Oh, if you're an ardent follower of the show, you should know already what is playing out this day, the 13th day in the month of March 2024. Yeah, you're right. The right you have over your property. Exactly. And you remember the last Wednesday, we got talking. We spoke a whole lot about we answered, my guests, of course, answered several questions about inheritance, okay, women inheritance, and a whole lot played out last week Wednesday. And today I've got more questions for my guest. He's here in the studio already, and of course I know he is ready to find answers to all of these questions as regards the rights of women, as regards inheritance. So are you a woman? Did you listen to the show last Wednesday? Please make sure you invite someone to do same today. If information is vital, then you shouldn't consume it alone. Get someone to consume it alongside with you. Okay, and so this afternoon I have Comrade Udoye Nwokibea. He is here in the studio, but hey, I love to call him Mr. Property Rights. Beautiful afternoon to you, sire. Welcome.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. All right, everyone, we're streaming live across all of our social media platforms. Do well to join the conversation this afternoon, and of course get to the comment section, and of course do drop your comment so I could read it out as quickly as possible. Okay, let's settle this afternoon. Let me inform you that maybe much later I would also get to open up the studio line for one or two questions. Yeah, I want to give you the opportunity to be part of the show, though. So get prepared. You might just be that lucky person who will ask a question. All right, maybe a question from where you came from, what is obtainable there, what they do that you like or you don't like. But then this one is going to take me to somewhere around what's it called again? Is it Olu? Yeah, Olu. Someone is asking a question from Olu this afternoon as regards property. The rights of women. I would have called for a recap, but then let's just run quickly because we have a lot to cover today. Now, this question is actually from Olu, and someone, Nkechi, sent this question from Olu. He said, my name is Nkechi from Olu in Imo State, and I have 5 daughters, and my husband just died in December last year. Okay? My in-laws are really fighting me for my husband's inheritance. What do I do? I'll take that question again so we could let it sink as we discuss. He said, my name is Nkechi from Olu in Imo State. I have 5 daughters. 5. Don't forget, I didn't say sons. 5 daughters, all of them female, right? Okay, good. So I have 5 daughters, and my husband just died December last year, a couple of months ago, right? So but she said that her in-laws are really fighting her for her husband's inheritance, so her husband's property. And so she's coming out to ask questions. What do I do? How do I go about this thing? And so that's what we bring in Mr. Property Rights into the discussion this afternoon. Nkechi is really in a hot seat, and she really wants to find a way out of all of these challenges. So maybe you should help us understand or tell us what she can do, to bring about peace on this situation.
Thank you very much, my brother. From Nkechi, you asked a valid question. From the question you asked, I must say I'm sorry for what happened to you. May God Almighty grant your husband eternal rest in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yes, coming to your question. I can understand that your husband did not write a will. He did not write any will, because if he has written a will, there should be no contestation over what he has. The problem now is that he died without a will. And like we do say, in eastern part of Nigeria, precisely Imo State has never put up the law on that women inheritance rights. River State has done that. Abia State has done that. Imo has not done that. But that is notwithstanding. The thing that is needed to be done first is for you, Madam Nkechi, to understand that everything your husband left behind, all the properties your husband left behind as inheritance, belongs to your 5 daughters. And that I can assure you, nobody has right whatsoever to take any of those properties that belongs to your daughters. Now, having known that your daughters have exclusive authority over your husband's estate, the next question is, what is the next step forward? Because when we talk about property right, we talk about you believing that property right is your property. Then the second one is for you to secure the property. Now, having known that you have the right to it, how do you go about it? Like we used to say, customarily in Igbo tradition, because people awareness has never been all that created, people don't understand the impact of Ukeje and Ukeje Supreme Court judgment. If your in-laws have understood it, there wouldn't be any problem. But like we said, you don't have any problem at all. If they are disturbing you, as you said, what we want you to do is to put up a complaint of everything that must have happened. Put it down, document it. I believe by the grace of God, by next month, we are going to launch the Property Right Awareness Initiative on air. Send the petition to us, then we are going to take it up from there. We will send an investigative team to your village. We are going to meet those your in-laws in that village. We are going to meet the traditional ruler in that place, and those problems you raised will be solved. We are going to do it for you, and we are there to take care of that problem. So what you need to do, today is 13th, within 1 month from now or about that, we are going to be fully all out to begin to solve problems on women inheritance, and we are going to do justice to that. So I just want you to know that help is underway. You don't have any problem, and you are not alone. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so very much. Let's also I want to also treat like 2 more questions, and then I will also open up the studio lines and we'll talk more. I am from what's the name of this place in Enugu State now? Okwanam.
No, Okunano. Okunano.
Okay, I think it has to be the spelling though.
Yes, Okunano.
I am from Okunano in Enugu State, and I have 3 daughters, and my husband is late. He died last year. I wanted my husband's inheritance for my children, but since last 2 months, I have been suffering from elephantiasis. My people advised me to leave the village and come back to Lagos where I base. Please, what do I do? I don't want to die. Let me read that again. I am from Okunano in Enugu State, and I have 3 daughters, 3 children. They are all daughters, and my husband is late. He died last year. I wanted my husband's inheritance for my children, but since last month I have been suffering from elephantiasis. My people advised me to leave the village and come back to Lagos where I base. What do? I don't want to die.
She mentioned her name?
No, she did not mention her name.
Okay, my sister, I'm sorry for the situation you are passing through. This is the issue we have in southeast part of Nigeria, whereby a woman comes on to challenge the status quo or the husband, what the husband left for the kids, because she has no male child, and the in-laws will start putting all this juju in one way or the other. It brings me to what is called women inheritance and spiritual inheritance.
Okay.
You know, the Bible made us to understand that since the death of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and only the violence won't take it by force. We want you to be spiritual, not religious, because there is difference between spirituality and religion. Spirituality is you having a divine connection to God, having a relationship to God. Whenever you are talking about property in Igbo religion, there is an adage that said in Igbo religion that your Igbo culture and tradition, that you don't fight for properties empty-handed. What do they mean by that? That you don't fight for properties empty-handed? It's not that you don't have money, but you must have to be spiritually strong for you to be able to fight for properties. Either negative spirituality or positive spirituality. So what I am saying in the actual sense is that, my sister, please, hope is not lost. They use that thing to deter you, to make you feel that you are no longer safe. But God is the highest healer. God heals, and God will keep you alive. I want you to treat yourself, get closer to God, get people, one or two people who are very closer to God, to be able to sort each issue out. But that should not cause the reason why you want to relocate. Even if you want to relocate to Lagos, I want to let you understand something. Even if you want to relocate to Lagos, there is no problem. The solution is very simple. As long as you are there, your kids are there. Just with those petitions that I said to the other lady, once you put up those petitions that I told you, and a video of yourself doing the petition, explain to us, because we are accepting a petition, written petition, and a video of yourself, so that we know you are a human being and you know that you exist. Because we will, before we help you, we will do an investigation, what we call veracity check, to find out that what you are telling us is true. Because the Property Right Awareness Initiative, they work for two things. One, the person must tell us the truth. Secondly, the person must be a victim of injustice. So if you fall within these two categories, we come all out 100% to assist you. We come all out to be able to do a lot for you. Some people will put up fake things, get to us, to make us waste our time and energy. And that is why we have decided, you put up a petition, submit to us, you do a video of that petition. Let us see your face talking, so that when we start our investigation, we will leave no stone unturned. But what I want to let her understand is that, like I told the other sister, just between now and middle of next month, our NGO is fully right. Just put up the petition. We are going to visit the scene, that village in Olo. Even if you leave Olo now, it doesn't make any difference, because we don't need you to fight that war. We can fight that war with or without you. So if you are safe in Lagos, come back to Lagos. If you can stay in the village, stay in the village till then. But know that when we come in, whether you are in Lagos or in Atolo, it's the same material. We will do justice to that fight. Thank you.
Okay. Now, before I open up the studio line to get to hear from some persons, there is this big question that has always come to mind. is a huge question for me. It has always been, disturbing my mind as regards those people who are actually in the village. Just like you mentioned, the issue of land sometimes is not ordinary.
Yes.
If you are not strong enough,
yes,
you go for it.
Yes.
And so many people will tell you that a lot of persons in the village they use black magic, juju, charms, and all of these things to, fight people, especially scare women away, from the village, and so they won't have to want to talk about, talk about their, property, their right or whatever, okay, and or rather their inheritance. Now, I don't know what you have to say. I don't know how you would want to advise people who are running away from the village because someone is actually against them, chasing after them and asking them to leave the village, or else they would die or something. So if, for instance, you have someone who is being chased out of the village for fear of death or something because the person is asking for her inheritance, and what would you advise the person to do? Not to run away from the village, or what exactly would you advise the person to do? The lady now.
Thank you, my brother. Before you catch a monkey, you must learn the ways of the monkey. The NGO is a fully packed NGO. We don't just do legal battle only. We do spiritual battle too. The NGO has a unit called Ecumenical Unit.
Okay.
Yes. Ecumenical unit. That ecumenical unit is made up of pastors, some prayer warriors, what do you call every other people that are spiritual. I want to let you understand one thing, that in fights for property, land has spirits. In every land you have, in everywhere you see land you want to build property, there are people that must have lived there before. That is why we always tell people, if you buy a property, if you want to live in another land, if you are a Christian, for crying out loud, call a man of God to pray on that land for you. However your spirit is led, but you must have to take dominion. If you are fighting for any land whatsoever or any property, you first of all have to take spiritual dominion over that property. Our people are highly diabolic. Our people are highly demonic. Once it comes to property, if you are not strong spiritually, you don't engage all those old people in fights for property. But you must have to be spiritual enough for you to be able to say, yes, I can stand over scorpion and snakes and nothing happened to me. The warfare is not only physical, it's spiritual. We are prepared about it. We encourage people not to run away from their houses. We encourage people not to run away from their villages, because the same God, the God of Elijah and God of Elisha, that performed miracle at that particular time is still today. If you run away from the village, it becomes an antics for those people in the village to take what belongs to you. Presently now, there are some people from the southeast, they don't go to their village again.
Not only southeast, no.
They stay 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, they have not gone to the village, and they are running away. You can't run away permanently from your ancestral.
For fear of the unknown, I guess.
Yes, apart from security issues. Then if it is somebody is taking over your property, you cannot live in fear. God told us that we are not going to live in fear, that we have to confront our fear. But before you confront that fear, you must have to be spiritual. Spiritual in the sense that your life towards God must be at a particular level. You don't have to be a floating person. No, you don't stand on the edge. You must be very serious. The word is a word of warfare. So that is why the NGO has an ecumenical unit that is for prayers, for intercessories, and whatever we do. We are not a faith-based NGO, but what we are fighting for is property and land. And property and land, there is lots of mysteries about it. That's what I can say. But for her she has no problem at all. If she has any man of God who is strong enough, she beckons on the man of God. When light comes, darkness will leave. Light does not negotiate with darkness. The presence of light seizes darkness. So we cannot run away because of somebody, a native doctor or a voodoo person in the village, and the person takes over the property that belongs to the woman or the kids. No, it cannot happen. The God that we serve, that is God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the all-powerful God, is still the same yesterday, is still today, and is still be forever. We will confront what confronts us. We cannot shy away.
Okay.
So I am telling everybody that has this fear that no, we cannot do that. The God did not give us the spirit of fear. God gave us the spirit to conquer whatever. That is our fear. Thank you very much.
0700 903 903 903. Let me get to hear from you now. Okay, your questions should be centered on inheritance, women inheritance. Okay, and hey, what is obtainable where you come from? 081 717 56338 is the WhatsApp number to send your message to. Just send that message to me and I would read it out so everyone can hear. 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338 is the number to call. Oh, sorry, is the number to send your message to. Then 0700 903 903 903 is the number to send that. Is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other better. Okay? Thank you very much. Please be as brief as possible. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon to you.
Hello, it can be good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, thanks for your guest. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon, sir. In my side, when a woman now, some women they are not married, and they are the only daughter in their family, the only child.
Okay.
When their father and mother die, what they used to do is that somebody will come and be pregnanting them in their father's house. They will be producing children there in order to possess that ancestral home. My uncle now, the one that's senior my father, he has a daughter, only one daughter, no male child, and that woman now we have a lot of about three boys. In my town, nobody takes land, nobody tries anything from women. Anything the woman like, she will do. Nobody drags. That is what they do. Even when there is nobody, somebody that have no child at all, what they do is they can marry a woman and put in that home, and then they will go and the woman, somebody will come and be pregnant with the woman. They answer in the name of that man that died without a child. I've never seen any. It's not that what they're saying is lie. It is true. But we are from Anambra. They are doing things like that. But in my time, what I have seen, we are not greedy of all those things. Even if you have no child at all, and you die, your uncle will not go to take that land. They will go and marry a woman, put in that place, and they will be producing children. They will call the children the name of that man that died. Even the woman opposite us, they are doing it. If you enter my village, my community, you will see about 4, 5, 6 homes that do things like that.
Okay.
I want you to talk about this one, whether it is good. Thank you.
Yes, my brother, you've spoken well. In Igbo culture and tradition, they call it Ehachiwani, whereby a man who has no male children, when he dies with a girl child, they will bring in men to begin to impregnate the girls, to be having kids for the father. That is Igbo culture and tradition, and it depends on the particular location in Igbo land. But culture is dynamic, and things have changed. Recently, you cannot go and marry and bring in a man to be sleeping with the woman now because it's against her fundamental human rights.
Okay.
You don't have the right to do it. What we are saying, and the law is saying, that even if the child is one girl, whether the girl has any children or not, that whatever the father has automatically becomes that of the daughter. The Igbo tradition was doing it before, that yes, they need to protect and maintain that lineage of the man. But the law, what the law is saying is that Igbo culture and tradition that disenfranchises a woman, that makes that woman feels inferior and will be subjected to negative culture and tradition that will be against her fundamental human right, is nullified. What it means by implication is that that lady, who is the only child of that man, irrespective of the culture, is entitled to her father's inheritance, and the law guarantees her justice.
Okay. We'll take more calls now. 0700 903 903 903. Okay? Just make it as brief as possible. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judy.
Good afternoon to you.
And your guest there, the lawyer representing the NGO, is doing very good. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my brother. God bless you.
Yeah, my name is Peter Usifu. I'm calling from Abanojo, the Kotu.
All right.
Yes, as the guest has rightly said, that we actually in the eastern side part of Nigeria, that many of us are very, very diabolic.
Yes.
It is true. Not only that too, even the victims are said to fear for diabolism, So that is another problem, you see. So, and then this female inheritance. So I've been saying much on that. But let me digest a little bit. Not only the female that are not given the right of inheritance, even the males, especially when they are very, very young, when they are not grown up. If their father happens to die, that uncle in the village will deprive him, or the probably if there are males there, will deprive the males, especially the first male, will deprive that first male of inheritance just because he's not yet matured enough to know his rights and get it. And even when the mother is there, they will always also deprive her of the son's rights. So that is the problem. That is what the NGO will have to focus on, not only on female inheritance, because that one has been sorted out already by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. So we should also, just as you rightly said, that culture is dynamic. Yes, we should also talk on the young boys who are not yet grown up, on their inheritance by their uncles who may deprive them of that. So we should always hammer on that. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling. I really do appreciate your call. Thank you. 0700 903 903 903. People just feel that there's a lot of other areas that the NGO should focus on. To make it reach enough, help us handle some of that issues, some of the things. Not just human rights. People are passing through so much, and they really they don't mind if somebody could just step in for them. And that's what he is saying. Hold on. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Austin calling from Ugondo.
All right.
Yeah, I like this program. I think this is an opportunity for me to just lay this complaint. it's something that embodied my family. There was a property, the place we've been staying for the past 23 years, on and before my dad died. So my dad died in the year 2019. Immediately, the owner of the property came to ask us to leave the place. You understand? So, but no documents. We do not have any documents for the place, but the place was given to us, and my dad was in charge of the place before he died. So immediately he died, they came and took over the place. So but before they came up to take over the place, the people started having issues with us. Why my dad was, why we were still trying to see how to bury my dad.
That's okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Now they asked us to vacate the place, and or they take us to court. So we asked, we said let the people bring the person who gave us the place, right? Let us have one-on-one conversation with the person before we will leave the place, and let's come and compensate us, because we can't just leave the place like that. And we didn't hear from the person, and we've been trying to reach the person, the woman from with the international line. It never went. Not until they took us to court, we were forced to answer to the court. So we had to get lawyers. The lawyers were trying to see how to, make us maintain that place. But at the end of the day, the court they made them want the property. So we were forced to leave the property. So since over like 2 years, it's a year now we left the place. So nobody to speak for us. So my mom has been disturbing me that please let us see how we're going to ask people to help us for compensation. I said I don't know what to do about it. The court has said they own the place, and the court has given them the place.
Okay. All right.
So I think I don't know. We don't know what to do. Can we still be compensated over the land? Because my dad is late. They didn't give us anything. They just asked us to leave the place, and they're actually telling us that we are not. That the place they made us to be tenants, not that they give us the place to look after.
Right.
So after 23 years, nothing to compensate us about. So it's something is that broken, and I cannot. I just when I think about it, I just feel like let me just forget it. But I don't know if
it's all right. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's find a solution to that first of all.
The solution is simple. These things should sound as a note of warning to any and everybody. The Bible says that our people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody gives you a land, either by grant or by whatever means, the first thing that you should do is to have a documentation over that.
Okay.
The man should have told the person that gave him that land as a grant for proper documentation. If he has had a document, that transaction documented, the reverse would have been the case in the courts. But those people who are relatives to the person that gave them that land now played on their intelligence, knowing that they don't have any documentation whatsoever. And when you go to court is evidence and proof before the court.
Of course.
Facts. Court does not deal on emotions. Even if you cry from now till December and you don't have any facts, there is no evidence, there is nothing the court will do. So when somebody gives you a gift like property, now or any other time, the first thing you will do when the relationship is very sweet, tell the person that particular thing will be reduced into writing.
Okay.
Get it documented. Every party signs, it becomes a binding force. For the father not to have any documentation on that, there is nothing to be relied upon. It's a sorry state. I must assure you. It is only leaving them to their conscience. But to get justice from the court will need evidence, proof before the law court. It's only on appealing to their conscience. That is the only way. It's a sorry situation.
Indeed. Okay. Let's see if we can also touch on some, and of course take more comments or more questions per se. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of this beautiful conversation this afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kamijube.
Good afternoon to you.
I don't know.
Thank you. What's your name?
For me.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Dozie, calling from Akko.
All right.
Like my place, the place I came from Imo State. It's a marry a wife. Maybe without children. If that man died or something like that, so try to marry the person. Nobody will drag anything with the woman. This is how we do for our place too. I don't know any other place.
Where are you from?
I'm from Imo State. I'm from Imo State, Owerri North.
Okay.
North.
All right.
Yes. Since my childhood, I've been seeing so many people that married, so many young men that married. They didn't have children, but the man died. If a woman if that woman the woman will stay. Or if he maybe you will remarry. Because we don't drag all those things. I've been hearing all these things from radio. I say this one is dragging something, this one is dragging, that one is dragging. All these things is not in our side. It can go and verify.
Okay.
It can go and verify.
Thank you so very much. Yeah. Of course, one of the reasons why we're here is to verify everything. You right? You need not to wonder. Yes, don't worry.
The man that is talking, I want him to understand one thing. In Igbo culture and tradition, women do not have inheritance. It's children that do. And it's always a problematic thing when a man dies without a child. Even the Supreme Court judgment of 2014 is talking about the rights, the property right of the child, not about the wife. It's only in Quran, like I used to say, that gives inheritance right to the children and to the wife. But in our normal Igbo culture and tradition, women are not given their own entitlement as inheritance. The Supreme Court judgment did not even give the inheritance to the wife, it's the children. So any culture that gives inheritance to women has to be applauded in Igbo land.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Okay, I think we'll have to go this way to take more calls now. 0700 903 903 903. Then WhatsApp 081 717 56338. All right, those are the numbers to send your message or be calling. Now, there is this big thing I would love to raise. You said there are so many statements you made this afternoon, and I want to conceptualize some of these statements and push out this question to you. But then, hold on, please. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name? Yeah? Hello? Yes. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I'm just some work or job. What about these people? This people in every camp.
Now we can hardly hear you. It's kind of very, very noisy there somehow. Please move away from where you are and then call back. Okay, move away from it. Some people don't understand this UKJ and UKJ. What's it called?
Supreme Court
judgment of 2014. But please hold on. I want you to explain that to us, better. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Oh, my brother, I'm happy to get you today.
All right.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my brother.
All right. I had a story and I need the advice on my own story.
Okay.
My father married 3 wives.
Okay.
And that 3 wives produced 5 boys. Now, our elder brother, when he wants to build the house, we don't have enough space. My father told him that he should not build the house. As a first son, he's owner of the main house he built as a father. He should allow his 4 brothers to share the many space. So our elder brother said, he must build his own in the same compound. My father warned him. He refused to hear. So he went and cut the remaining land and built his own there. So when my father wants to share land, he called all of us. So he said that as my elder brother wants to hear, and have taken some part and built. Now he's giving me, being the 3rd son, the house he built on his own, and order to share the remaining ones that remaining. And all of us are there that day. Nobody said no. So after many years, my father died. The day my father died, I went home to go and bury him. So I raised the issue. My father said, I'm the owner of the big house. So all of them begin to mostly the small one, begin to shout, he will kill me, this and that. Meanwhile, the day my father was sharing this, I told him that maybe 2 boys then. Why can't you go and call maybe woman I know, let's be witness.
Yeah.
He said no, in my own place, in Imo State, I'm coming from Osula government. He said we don't do that. Everybody shares his own land on his own. So now when my father died, I raised the issue. This man only killed me. And call his people, his sons, be married 2 wives or 3 wives also. At any guy rise up to talk about their fatherland, he did kill me. My baby knows since almost 10 years I never go my place. Although the man is late now, but his children is after me that I should not mention that place again. So what will I do, man?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
My brother.
Thank you so very much. He's going to answer you now.
Thank you very much for the question. Your father made a mistake. 1. During the time he shared that land, since he did not want to write will at that particular point in time, he should have been able to get to the kindred, call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people as a witness to the sharing of his properties to his children, knowing fully well that it's a polygamous family. And when he must have done all those things, your mother made another mistake again. Your mother should have tried as much as possible to buy a goat at that particular point in time. And that goat will be killed, given to your father as what the custom demands, that you have accepted your inheritance. If you have done it at that particular point in time, that is, that your father brought in 2 or 3 or 4 kindred before doing that, and your mother then, because you are small, was able to buy goats at that particular point in time and give it to your father, and your father killed the goat for the purpose of that sharing, that transaction becomes sealed by custom. But these 2 things your father did not do. I don't know whether he was not so averse of the tradition of Igbo land that he refused to call the kindred, and at the second time he did not agree for the goat to be killed. Now, how do we place it? If you go to customary court, who are the witnesses that are going to come there? Every other, you don't have a witness. That is the problem. Because if there had been any witness at that particular point, it would have been easier. But think back and see whether you can have any witness to that effect. If there is any witness that knows about what happened, that I can give witness over what happened, then you have a case.
All right, hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
My name is Nancy from Motobi.
All right.
I give you a guess. I have two questions because it's like it's only one like this that you to bring in. I have two questions for him. One is, what are these people who have been driven away by some group of people in this country out of their inheritance, out of the land? Who will speak for them, or what and how would they go about it? Two, now that I like what you're saying, it's good to have a share, or a woman to have a share in that property is good. But two questions is that, how is it that nobody among our people, Igbo side, no of our lawyers, our Supreme Court has declared Nnamdi Kanu free? None of them came out to fight for him and fight for his release.
I think you're going off what we're discussing. It's not a political talk this time around. You're going off to Nnamdi Kanu, to that. No, that's not what we're discussing now, okay? We're discussing rights, all right? Property rights, women rights. Hello? Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, studio guys.
Good afternoon, my brother.
So, my own advice, you see, about the heritage where they're talking about, is a case of the world. He thought, because our people now, you get people who go understand this about all this thing, they go use and they kill each other. And at first, this young man to bring this matter for the studio. He better let us leave this thing. Make people know how they think they do their things. Because some people now, and they use the juju, because you don't have the inheritance something. If you don't get money today or tomorrow, it goes to bad land and do other things to you. That's my advice. I rest my case.
All right, thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm trying to see if I can take your call, though. What's your name? I don't know. Okay, Charles Bernard. I'm trying to see if I can take your call. Please do call back. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Kamejida. I'm out to BOPFM.
Just go ahead, please.
Okay.
0700 903 903 903 is the number to call to be part of the conversation. Then if you want to send in a WhatsApp message, you're free. 081 717 563 38. 081 717 563 38. All right, just send in a WhatsApp message, or that is instead of calling. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm so much love this program. Is it today every day, like
every Wednesday? Yes, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. That's nice. Okay. All right.
Thank you. All right.
Jude,
Yes.
there was a question raised by one of the callers. The callers raised the question: all this insecurity that is happening and people that are being displaced, what happened to their property? What happens to their property rights? That is part of our message. You know, in one of our editions, I said something that over 80% of the land and properties we have in Nigeria do not have valid titles.
Yeah, you said so.
Most of the community lands we have do not have valid titles. That it becomes expedient for individuals, for communities, for organizations to seek for valid title to their land. Everybody must wake up to formalize their title. We are talking about formalizing the informers. You don't just buy land and you keep quiet. You don't just get an inheritance and you keep quiet. Take it further. Go to the government. Register that property of yours, so that even if you are not around for 100 years or donkey years, as long as it is secured, nobody takes it away from you. But when your land is not secured, when your land is not registered, when that your property does not have any title, you are vulnerable. And there is nothing you could do. You might be displaced, and other people will come back and take your position. But when you have valid title, you will be able to claim what belongs to yours. That issue of valid title is what happened 50-something years ago when some Igbo brethren lost their properties in Port Harcourt, River State, as abandoned property because they did not formalize their documents.
So whatever you want to get, even if it's a car, I think it's very, very okay to formalize your documents. Make sure it's up to date. Okay. We'll take this call now. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. What's wrong with your network? Oh my God, so sorry about that, huh? Sorry. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Hello? I'm still waiting for your call. So sorry. You've called like how many times now? With what I can see here, it's about 15 different times you've called. So sorry about that. I have to let you go. Okay. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338 is the number to call. 081 717 56338 is the number to send your message to. Then 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes. In fact, I'm getting very informed and educated with this your program.
What is your name?
My name is Elo. I'm calling from Satellite Town.
Okay.
I would like to find out from the Honorable sitting with you there, enlightening us, if it is only in Igbo land he works.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I heard you.
I would like to find out, does it go elsewhere, other states, maybe southwest, south, to help victims of marginalization to get back their properties?
Okay. Hear him.
And
okay.
What are his contacts? Phone calls, WhatsApp, emails, or something?
All right. You asked correctly. The NGO, like we said, Property Rights Awareness Initiative, which I represent, is coming out fully by next month.
That's in April, right?
Yes. We are not working for only Southeast. We are working for citizens of Nigeria, Nigerian citizens, irrespective of where you are. 36 states of the Federation plus Abuja. And what we do is we are fighting for Nigerian citizens whose property rights are violated. In terms of family inheritance, 1. 2, surface rights. 3, subsurface rights, or what is called mineral rights.
Okay.
So these are the 3 major things we do. And virtually all the 36 states of the Federation and Abuja, they have 1 or 2 minerals within their states. So we do fight for citizens of Nigeria whose rights in terms of their minerals have been violated.
It means the NGO goes everywhere. I mean,
Yes.
They are everywhere.
Yes,
everywhere.
36 states of the Federation.
And it was talking about contact. Yeah.
He should for now give the contact to the radio station. Then when we are up fully, we will now begin
what I will do is let me give them a contact.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Very fine.
Let me give them a contact. Just you could send in your message.
Yes.
All right. We'll take it up from there.
And And Judy, there is one lady that called before
Yeah,
from Newi
yeah.
that had somebody, the grandmother is still in the mortuary for 7
7
years.
years.
Please let that lady gives you the contact. It's an emergency. That job is the first job we are going to take for the property rights. Once we come on stream next month, we are taking that job as the first job, and we will visit that place. We will visit the mortuary. We will visit the traditional ruler of that place. We will take that job as serious as possible. Please, we need the details of that lady. If that lady is hearing, please package your petition, send it to the contacts the presenter will give to you. We are going to take the details of that. Is going to be one major job that the NGO is going to do, and we are going to publicize it. That people we know that they don't have right whatsoever to keep a woman in the mortuary for 7 years because of inheritance. Nobody can do that. Nobody has that right, and we will make sure that the perpetrators of that act must not go unpunished.
7 whole years.
Yes,
Because he gave birth to, I think, just
female children,
And
and they just somebody just in his own volition kept the woman in the morgue for 7 years. Our people are insane.
Okay. Let's break it down now. Like I said, all we will entertain is a message, a WhatsApp message, or a text message. Okay, no calls. When we want to talk to you, someone will reach out to you. Okay, so I am giving out this contact now. 070 121 464 54 070 121 464 54. No calls, just text message or WhatsApp message. Give us your name, give us your location, also drop your phone number and tell us what the situation is exactly. All right, and later when whatever we need, whatever information we need, whether you're going to be doing a video for us, we'll tell you to do the video. All right, you heard what he said earlier. Attach a video to it and let's understand, break it down for us. That's it. 070 121 46454. Like I said, no calls, just WhatsApp messages or text messages. Thank you so very much. Now I will take some more calls right now, and of course I will also check if I have a couple of messages to read. Yeah, okay. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon to you. Having issues with that network. What's going on? Just keep trying, okay? Just keep trying. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chide.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes. Good afternoon to your guest.
Good afternoon, my sister.
This is Akuchini. I want a good name. I'm calling from Mojo.
Okay.
Please, sir, I want to ask you. I have an uncle. 20 years ago, he collected a land from my mother, and the land was given to my grandfather by his boss, who he served for years. So during the time of war, they asked my grandmother to bring their children back. So they have to build a mud house in that land. And when the brother of our father came back, bring them in that land, he started disturbing my mother. At the end of the day, he took my mother to the court. My mother warned him, and he also took her to the shrine, which she also went in. And just because of she don't have the money to pay to the shrine people, he has to go and sell another land to compensate the shrine people, then give him the land. Coming back one day from her marketplace, we find out that our house has been brought down by my uncle. So we have to get another land. We have to buy another land in that same village, in that my village. So since then, he has built many houses in that land. And those documents, the document of those lands is with my mother. I don't know if it's possible for us to get that land back, because it has been for such thing. She can happen almost 21 years ago now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
She said they went to court and there was a judgment in the favor of the grandmother.
Exactly.
So which means there is a subsisting judgment. Secondly, she said that they equally went to shrine and the mother won. In that custom of shrine, what did the people in the shrine do after the man could not honor their judgment? They didn't do anything. Now there is a subsisting judgment which the man never appealed upon. So as far as the law is concerned, though I don't know whether it's at the High Court that decision that hears, or at the customary court, but whatever it is, judgment is a judgment, and judgment is alive until it is being vacated. And if the man did not go for an appeal against that judgment, the judgment is alive. So she has
the judgment is alive.
Yes.
Okay.
She has a case. So she will do the needful by putting up a petition, like I said, and doing a video of her narrating the petition. Exactly. And sending to that number. So we look at it and we are going to conduct a veracity check.
Okay.
We do investigation. If somebody brings a petition to us, we don't just start acting. We send an investigative team to investigate the veracity of your claim, to identify two things. That one, that what you are telling us is true and nothing but the truth. Secondly, that you are a victim of injustice. Once we are able to establish this, then the legal team will swing into action. Thank you very much.
All right. Sorry, I wanted to just leave your call there, and you left. Why now? I knew what I did because of how many times you've tried. Okay, you can call now. I want to personally hear your own, statement now. Please just do call in 0700 903 903 903. Then WhatsApp 081 717 56338. That's the number to call. Send your message to, rather. Okay, let me talk to you first. I'll come back to WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Tuchuku Adele Thompson.
Okay.
I'm a chartered accountant. I'm calling you from Obanikoro, Lagos.
Welcome.
Okay. If I enjoy your presentation and discussion with your guests, very, very good. If for instance, your father loved his elder brother so much, and that whatever he did for the love of his elder brother. His elder brother had 6 children. He had 3 children. In fact, when he wanted to marry, he had to marry for his elder brother before he could marry, because he was better off than his elder brother financially. So whatever he did for his elder brother. In fact, before he built his house, he had to build a house for his brother, and before he could build his own. So he resided in Lagos, but his elder brother was in Aba, very close to Ishalangwa South in Abia State, the village. So, and he used his elder brother as the eye for.
Can you go straight to the point now? We have a lot of calls to take.
Hello?
Can you go straight to the point now?
So he invested in land. He bought so many lands in the village. The documents he gave it to his elder brother to hold, and it was his elder brother that he showed those land. So, but he never showed anyone to his 3 sons, and he never gave any of the documents to his 3 sons. So his elder brother died. So he now also died. So the 6 children of the elder brother, are now laying claim of those property. They are now arguing that he brought half, while their own father brought half, so that they could own those property with the 3 sons of the man. And the document, the title of the property, the 3 sons do not have it. It is his elder brother's children that have it. Then recently, they buried the man. The first son was not around, but the second son and the last son was around. So they argue that they are not giving the key of even the house in the village to the first son. They gave it to the second son. And the title of the documents, they are still having it. So if you are the one, what advice can you give?
Oh, yes, my brother, thank you very much. One, we learn by people's mistake. The younger brother made mistakes. I have to point out the mistake because I tell you the answer. The younger brother made a serious mistake. He couldn't be buying properties without the wife and the children knowing that he was buying properties. He trusted the elder brother so much so that he never made any of his properties known to anybody. Then both of them are late. The children are now fighting themselves. We can, by the grace of God, go into this, but going into it, we need to get the witnesses in that village, the traditional rulers, the head of the communities, because there is no community that people do not know the level of somebody's activities in that place. We know each other. So people in that village, they knew that younger brother is richer than the elder brother, and people knew that everything he was buying, then he was using his senior brother. The family might not know, but people are aware. What we need under circumstances are people that will come up as witnesses to speak for the children of the younger brother, and to make sure also that the documents to that properties are in the name of the younger brother, because some elder brothers might take that thing as an opportunity to defraud the younger brother by putting his own name in the documentation of all those things he's building. He was buying then. So if he inserted his own name in the documentation of those properties that the younger brother was buying then, it becomes very difficult. That is why whatever somebody is doing now, when it comes to investment, you need to shine your eyes, because this world, we are in a transit situation. One day you must die. Everything you have, you must have to transfer it. There is one adage that says, success without a successor is a successful failure. So you have to plan for your successor before you leave. Whatever you have, nobody knows when Mr. Death will come. Whatever you have, let your children and wife know exactly what you have. It will save you a whole lot of issues. Your brother, very fine. Your brother did not even contest it. But the late brother, the elder brother, did not even tell his children. Because if the elder brother told the children that this property belongs to the younger brother, the children will not go against the late father. But the elder brother was economical with the truth. So when we get there, we know how to sort it out.
All right. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I want to quickly share this. I got a piece of land from this family of Monile. I'm in Lagos actually, here in the Jibo area. So I got this piece of land from the Monile family in exchange for a car. So that a car then MDX, Akura MDX, and the head of the Monile then in my area said they liked the car and they could exchange for land. So we valued it. So he gave me 12 plots of land in lieu of the car. We exchanged documents. I got a lawyer to do a deed for us, which he signed. I also got a lawyer to pay stamp duty and all of that. I also got paid for family receipt. That I paid cash, I think about 1.8 million for the 12 plots. This was happening around April, May of that year. Then suddenly rain started and then the place became waterlogged. So I was hoping that by the next dry season, being January, February, the next year, I'll go in there, probably do some marks to, claim ownership. But by that time, when I got there, they had sold the land to another person. While we were still on that, then there became a fight around the area. They said about 3 families were dragging the direct ownership of the land, and a lot of trouble there. So since then, I've been afraid to go there because they killed some people there and all of that and all that. So I'm just asking if I have any right in law to go back to the family and claim back my money, since the land is sold to me, does not belong to them.
Okay. It's all right.
The law says that you cannot build upon nothing. If somebody gives you a land and he is not the rightful owner of that land, it becomes difficult for you to get that land when there is an issue. But what you can press is a criminal charge because of defraud. He sold what does not belong to him. Now, when you are buying or money the land, I will always advise people, if you want to buy or money the land, if you don't have money to do an instant development or taking over or taking possession at that particular point in time, please don't buy. Immediately you pay them, whether it's swamp, whether the place is swampy or not, mobilize materials and move into the site and start doing fencing
immediately, right?
And when you finish the fencing, put up a one-room security inside, get a malam to stay there. Even Omonile sometimes are very funny that even a fenced house with gates, they do sell it. Even a building with decking, they do sell it. Once they see that you are no longer coming to that place, and some of my brothers from Igbo land, they are very funny. They will see a fenced land with gate, or Omonile will tell them, no, the person will settle him, the person will pay. They don't do any verification. They will just buy. But the advice I will give to the young man is, get back to the family you bought that land. If the person that you bought that land from is still alive, confront the person. Then if the person says, no, I am not the rightful owner of that land, write a petition to the police of fraud. Then when you write that petition, police will now come after him on fraudulent activities. By so doing, you will recover the money. Don't go to the courts first, because if you go to the court first, it will take donkey years.
Okay.
Use the police first.
Okay.
Then from there, we know what happens, because a criminal matter is no longer simple.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Finally, you're here.
Yes, thank God. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yes, my advice is going to the fourth caller. I have been trying to reach out, but nowhere. It was a difficult moment. That woman that says she's having elephantiasis, I don't know if I can still go through.
Yes.
Can I still give advice?
I think I read it. You sent it as a message already, right?
Okay, you have read it. Okay,
yes,
I went
I read
out.
it.
Sorry.
Thank you.
That's no need.
All right. Thank you so very much. Okay. Let's see if we can take a few more calls and then wrap things up this afternoon. Okay. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. You speak with Kwasi something from Abaniko. I have another scenario. I myself, I thought I was planning to move into an uncompleted.
We can hardly hear you.
Yeah.
Hi. My name is Tuchukwuadele Thompson. I'm from Abaniko. I was the one that called earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I have another scenario. I paid to relocate to back into an uncompleted building when it could have been completed at somewhere at Kadugbe in Petro side. And when the building was completed, it happened that the developer had collected so many different monies from so many people, about 50 persons, to develop the property. So they willingly handed the keys to their choices. But a lot of us were affected. Some of us came through agents, some of us paid directly, some of us paid in cash, some of us paid through transfer. So different people made complaints at different police stations in Lagos here. I arrested my own agent who has office at Fadei, and the police, the Nipan police at the police station at Nipan took her to Lagos State Magistrate Court at Sabo Yaba, and she was remanded in Kirikiri prison and she stayed there for 2 weeks before she got bail on bail of 500,000. Then the police now took her to court, and we continued. The lawyer tried the case for over 4 days until the judges handled the case were reassigned 3 times. The 4th judge was on it until the agent died. Now the case was taken to the head to Igbo last when she died. So the over 500 half a million I paid got trapped. So what advice can you give?
So the lady is late. Who is going to pay the money again? The person you had transaction with, that is the agent you are in court with. The lady is late. And you look at it very well. He did not say much about the person he invested the money with. He was only talking about the agent that introduced him to the principal. So the principal, what happens to him as at now? Had he been able to pay every other person that is owing? Or that man, the developer, has he absconded? These are the issues we need to find out. So if the developers are still have absconded and you have document to that effect, if the developer is still available, you can press charges. But if the developer is no longer available and the agent, you've been in court for 4 years and the agent is late now, it might be a difficult task to revive.
I will take 3 more calls and that'll be all for today. Just 3. The first one here. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. All right. 0700 309 309 309. Like 0700 903 903 903. Okay? Let me bring it to you better. Just 2 more calls and we are done for today. Check your time right now, and it's 2:37 p.m. and of course this is VOP FM. If you want to send a WhatsApp message to me, 081 717 56338 is the number to send that message to. But then let's take this call. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Am I belongs to the radio station?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I need to contribute to the program that you are on now. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah. Danny. So I'm going to be the standard son of a family of. And that guy can be a call.
We're having issues with your line. Just the last one, and we're done. Just the last one, and we're done. But before I take the last call, tell us about the NGO, and the aim, the objective, when is to kick off, and all of that. Just give us an overview of the NGO.
The NGO, the name Property Rights Awareness Initiative. The Property Rights Awareness Initiative is to promote the property rights of Nigerian citizens. Then 2, to advocate and equally promote the property rights of women and children. Then the 3rd one is to liaise with other relevant organizations, agencies for the promotion of property rights of Nigerian citizens. Then the 4th one is we're making sure that all the violations as regards property rights in Nigeria by Nigerian citizens are equally dealt with in accordance with the rule of the law. Now, what do we intend to do from next month? We are launching what is called a nationwide crusade for property rights. That nationwide crusade will start up here in Lagos. We'll be visiting local government areas in Lagos, from there to other states of the Federation, creating awareness on property rights, letting people know the rights they have over their property. And I said it before that our 3 cardinal points are: 1, family inheritance, which is mostly women inheritance. Then the 2nd one is property surface right, which is land, any other improvement on that land. Then the 3rd one is mineral right or subsurface right, which is every other thing, minerals that are obtainable beneath the ground. So these are the enlightenment campaign, vigorous enlightenment campaign, or call it crusade, that we are going to embark on from next month. And by the grace of God, the whole Nigerians will be aware of it, because we'll be on virtually all major social media handles. Our website will be on and running. Then we will be in most of the local governments every 2 weeks. So it's going to be a great one. At that particular point in time, any Nigerian citizen who has property right violation or abuse, or whose right is abused, could reach to us, and we will now do justice to his claim.
Okay. So right now I will take just the last call, and we're done for today. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Kamijide. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes. My name is Oche, calling from Fagba in Lagos.
Okay.
Yes. So please, I would like to ask your guest in the studio that if someone bought land from Omolile and also do fencing of like proper coaches, is it for that? Is it safe like that? Sorry, I don't know. I just want to ask him.
I don't know whether, since you bought the land, whether you have checked the status of that land. I wanted to go to Surveyor General's office, get a surveyor, find out the status of the land. Let the surveyor get you what is called a preliminary survey plan. It is not going to cost much. Then take it to Surveyor General's office. Tell them you want to do charting information on that land. Let us understand whether the land is acquired, whether the land is free from non-government acquisition, or that the land is under acquisition, or that the land is under commitment. If the land is free from no government acquisition, then what you need to do is to move a step forward in formalizing the document. Please don't stop with only a moneyless document. It is to your own detriment. We need you to move forward. But if it is under acquisition, you can go for regularization. In that way, you can secure that property. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so very much. I think, okay, before I go, let me just read out this information. Oh, okay, he was trying to ask a question, but then it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, 070-121-46454. So send your message to that number. Text or WhatsApp message is accepted. Okay, yeah, to that number, and we'll just take it up from there. Okay, yeah. Thank you so very much. I want to say thank you to Mr. Property Right for coming, finding time with Dr. Ross today.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so very much. Yeah.
God bless.
Now, just for everyone now, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the opening of Nigeria's land and air borders with the Republic of Niger. It's a breaking news, actually. Nigeria and Niger land and air border opened. We are getting there gradually. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Thank you so very much. I'll be here tomorrow so we can talk more on these issues, especially this opening of the border. Thank you. I'm out of here. Good afternoon.